Hey guys, Andy and Luke here from Popcultcha. Guys, we're going to be looking at the awesome new collection from Pure Arts, which is the 1-to-1 scale art mask collection. And I have to say outright, this is potentially the best line we have ever had in the doors here at Popcultcha. And tune in because we're about to tell you why. Luke, your first impressions?
Absolutely incredible. That penguin is something else. Probably one of the greatest things, as you said, that's come through these doors. Well, it's blown us out of the water anyway.
Because here's the thing outright. You're looking at this is a beautiful sculpt. Great likeness to Danny DeVito from Batman Returns, in which he plays the penguin Oswald Cobblepot. But this, my friends, is not a polystone piece, as I had originally thought. No, this is an incredible piece that I believe is some kind of latex-based mold with beautiful paintwork and a level of flexibility that you tend not to get in a lot of pieces of this kind of scale. Nose flexes, nostrils flex. The ears, you can, give them a little wriggle.
It was quite the shock.
Very lifelike. Very unexpected. The jaw will open and close. It's got a tongue in there. The lips move. This whole thing is just, it took me by surprise, it took Luke by surprise, it takes everyone who sees it by surprise. You have real rooted hair in here with various shades of muck and grime. And I really love the, the gradient of the male pattern baldness that extends down the scalp there.
And also the wrinkling detail and the pore detail on the skin. There's even some veins running down through here.
And the paintwork on all of these is so detailed that it does. If we look at the veins on his temple, they've got all the right shadings of blue to make it look like there is blood flowing in this cold-blooded creature.
Yeah, it's like that subdermal kind of feel to it.
The eyes are, I believe, glass, and you do have rooted eyelashes there as well. It does come with a magnetized monocle that you can take off, and the felt hat is removable as well, allowing you to display a couple different iterations of this character. You can take the cigarette out of his mouth, which...
very delicately.
Inside, you have individually sculpted teeth with all the right level of grime and muck, and it is very, very disgusting to look at.
It's so gross and visceral and just, it's concerning. Like when you go to put the cigarette prop in there, you feel like a dentist. Like it's
literally just
just
molding them around. No, the whole piece is so detailed, and for the price you're getting it for, very, very, I think the value for money is really there.
The detail,
wonderfully sculpted cigarette with the ash ready to be buttered off there. Yeah, wonderful piece. Not the only one from the Batman Returns art mask collection. Now we also have a replica of Catwoman's mask, of course worn by Michelle Pfeiffer. She plays Selena Kyle.
Something very close to both our hearts.
Yes, indeed. All 9 of those. Really wonderfully interpreted piece. Of course, it is one of the more iconic and I guess most Tim Burtonized aspects of that film is this heavily stitched aesthetic. That in canon, Selena Kyle puts this together from a bunch of different pieces of latex, and they've really captured the latex glossy look of this. It is PVC, so it does have some flex to it. Again, not polystone, so there is it's grounded a little bit more in how it looks and how it feels, because it's not a solid medium, and really impressive the way they've done all the stitchings. It does look like there's real stitching in there, but they are individually painted strands of twine.
Just going back to the flexibility of it too,
Yeah.
rather than it being the polyester thing, not only does it lend to the authenticity of the piece, but also the durability too.
It does. You could knock that, and they're going to flex. They're not going to break. You're not going to chip it. You're not going to spend a lot of money and then have regrets. it is removable from I guess the plinth, and inside you have this wonderfully sculpted kind of like Gothic structure reminiscent of Gotham City architecture.
So good.
It is really nice. The bases are the same between the Penguin and the Catwoman, but just being able to pick this mask up, being able to flex it, adds so much to the, I guess, realism of the piece.
And these are things you are going to want to get your mitts on.
They are, and even all the fun details, like on the back, a couple of stitches have been popped there, and you can actually see through.
Cool. I didn't notice that before.
Individually sculpted, kind of like stitch holes. It's breaking apart there at the eye, as it would be in the film. Really, really, really impressive. Also comes with a replica of the whip that Catwoman has. You can display it around the base if you wish. You can display it, on the ear. A lot of different ways to position this. And again, PVC has got a lot of nice flex to it, so you're not going to damage that. Really, really impressive stuff from Pure Arts. We also have another art mask from the Lord of the Rings series, and this one is the Mouth of Sauron. Now, unlike the other two, this one is a polystone piece, but it is still mixed media. You do have the soft goods cloak that wraps around the head there. But what you have in this rigid medium, and it being being an iron mask, you would expect there to be a bit more of a solid media used, and they've done really well with this. All of the metallic paintwork and sculpting really make it look like aged weathered metal, and you have all these nice little rune aspects sculpted into it as well. So very, very impressive.
And up here too, in the grooves there, in between the different kind of plates, there's like this rust that's built up in the grooves there. That's really cool. Again, adding to that weathered, aged, old kind of metal look.
Yeah, it's something that looks handmade, and it captures that medieval feel that the Lord of the Rings series really take inspiration from in their armor.
Let's talk about these teeth.
The teeth are insane. Individually sculpted teeth, so you can actually see light shining through each and every one of these individual teeth. So they've done a really great job at. They could have taken the easy option. They could have just done one mouth mold, but no, they've done. They've put the work in, and it's a wonderful effect.
It's disgusting.
It is. The paintwork. The paintwork is brilliant. It really, really, given that you've got this really glossy, heavy structure on the top, to have this really grimy, matted feel of the mouth is it's a good effect, and there is really nice sculpting on the lips, where it's all worn and weathered and really leathery lips. And
I forgot his chapstick.
They've rendered that really, really nicely. You got split skin there under the chin, and the right level of gloss paint used to really make it seem bloody and awful.
Even like the pallid kind of skin tone is just, they've nailed it with that kind of, the blue kind of in the shadows, and then slightly peachy towards the top there. It just makes it look sickly and awful and spot on.
It's spot on. And it is, they call it the Art Mask Collection, and it really is a piece of art. The base on this is the tower from the film, and it does actually have a hidden light up function. And in this you have white and yellow light to create this nice purplish and yellow kind of like vibe that really brings added elements of depth out of the sculpture. You can remove the helmet from the top. Let's take that off there.
Oh, and it's the full tower.
It's the full tower. It's wonderfully, wonderfully sculpted, and they've got a huge amount of elements that you're just actually not going to see most of the time, because you've got the mask added on top of it. But it is very, very nice to look at.
That's so cool that they put the effort in, though, like to put all that work into that base, and that's what kind of things we love to see here. Like,
it is, and let's take a look at the back of this.
Above and beyond.
All of these have rods that slide into the base, so they're nice and secure, but you can actually see all the individual sculpted elements. And they've actually got all the paintwork on the back of the teeth as well.
Blech.
So as
Blech.
we said, they've done a really great job to create this really fun approach to a bust, rather than put all the energy into shoulders and neck and figure out how you're going to display it and what the right bodily pose is in and around that. They've actually just done, you know, the bare minimum from, I guess, a sculptural point of view in replicating, you know, the on-screen element of these characters, but have backed that up with a bunch of extra details that really make these, I guess, focal points stand out without, you know, detracting from what the original intent is, which is to create a mask and bring that to your collection in one-to-one life-size scale.
I can't wait to see some more of this action from these guys, because it's out of this world, the detail.
The detail, incredible. As I said, this penguin, probably the best piece I've ever seen come in the doors of Popcultcha, and I'm going to be, it's going to be very hard to resist adding on to my collection. But yeah, great likeness of Danny DeVito, great likeness of the mask used by Michelle Pfeiffer, and a really great likeness of Mouth Sauron as seen in the Lord of the Rings films. Thank you for watching, guys. These are all available on popcultcha.com right now, so jump online and add them to your collection before they sell out. I guarantee they'll be out the door pretty quick, so do not sleep on these. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you next time for another exciting review.
See ya.